Actually, you know what, y'all? She was actually the first person. Wow. Y'all getting this live and exclusive. Like, she was before gymnastics camp. Because she was like around 7. I was around 7 when this happened. And you know the crazy part about it? She was younger than me. Hey y'all, welcome to Receive and Relate. My name is Tara Walker. Welcome if this is your first time here. I'm so glad you clicked on this video. This is another story time. I have a playlist where I share my stories. So if you enjoy this one and want to hear some more, on my page, you know, just look on the playlist and it says story time right there at the top. For those of you who are returning, hey y'all, hey, thank you so much for subscribing, and shout out to my new subscribers. Like, y'all are dope. Thank you for subscribing. Y'all must be like me. Y'all live a good story. Okay, I love a good story. So this one and a few others or whatever. So what I'm doing is allowing the Lord to tell me which stories to come on here and share, because I wrote a memoir, right? And I put the description. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below, and it has everything in there from the time I was a small child to graduation from high school, because this is part 1. Okay, part 2 memoir, God willing, will be released next year. Okay, but I'm sharing some of those stories, not all of them, because it's a lot. But if you want to read more, that was my whole preface of saying this. If you want to read more of the stories, if you can't wait, you know what I'm saying, to wait for me, you are more than welcome to buy the book. The ebook is only $9.99, y'all. Like, come on, we spend more than that in fast food. You know what I'm saying? So I got you in ebook form, and I got you in actual paperback form. And again, the link will be in the description box below. So this story today is called In the Closet with Kendall. I have purposely used different names. So Kendall is not the real person's name, okay? So don't be trying to Google and research Kendall. No, I'm just playing. But no, for obviously legal persons, I did not release people's real names. The only real name in the book is shared is mine. So this is the second person, and I'm saying second, but actually, you all, this is an exclusive for you all. Technically, she's not the second person. She's actually the third person. When I was writing my book, okay, when I was writing the memoir, the Lord reminded me of who the second person was. But the reason why I didn't write the story is because I couldn't the second person who molested me, let me be clear. The reason why I didn't write the story, and maybe that's good because I'll just share it here, is because, I'll tell you that that's the second person, is because I couldn't remember how we got to the closet. You know what I'm saying? And your memoir should be your stories of what you remember. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make up something. I just know that was not this person that I'm getting ready to refer to was actually the third person, technically. There was another young lady that first started this closet thing, okay? And this story that I'm getting ready to tell you was actually the third. Actually, you know what, y'all? She was actually the first person. Wow. Y'all getting this live and exclusive. Like, she was before gymnastics camp, because she was like around 7. I was around 7 when this happened. And you know the crazy part about it? She was younger than me. She was younger than me. Yeah, she was the first. She was the first girl. She was the first girl. The first time it happened was a boy. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got that. She was the first. And then this story that I'm going to tell you now, she was the third the third, because the second one was the gymnastics with the girl in the gymnastics camp. If you don't know what the gymnastics camp story is, go back and watch the playlist. So we're gonna start, okay? This one is in the closet with Kendall. And so what happened was, I went over to one of my friends' house for a sleepover, and she had a younger sister. And I don't think at this time I knew her younger sister just yet. I think she would eventually come to our school the following year, if I'm not mistaken. And so I think I met her that day when I came over, or that evening when I came over. And you know, we watched movies and everything, you know, the first night. And then the second day, when we spent the night, the day of the second day, I was packing my stuff up, getting ready to leave, and the younger sister came in and asked me what I was doing, and I told her, and I was like, you know, just getting my stuff ready to leave. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she said something about wanting to play a game. So I was like, well, what kind of game, you know? And everybody else, my friend and the other friends were outside they were in the outside part of the basement around the TV, watching the TV. I think they were watching a movie again. And she's like, let's play a game. And so I said, well, what kind of game, whatever. And she was like, let's go in here. And she pointed to the closet. And so in my mind, I'm thinking like, why are we going in the closet? Like, what is this, hide and seek or whatever? But it can't be hide and seek if we both going to hide in the same place, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on in my little brain, my little young brain, years old. And so we went into the closet and we sat down, and she began to ask me some questions, right? And so she asked me, you know, have I ever been touched on my breast before? And then I answered her, and then she asked me, have I ever been touched down there in my private areas before? And then I said, yeah. And then she asked me, could she touch me? And mind you, I'm actually annoyed. I'm actually annoyed because it's beginning to be familiar now. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, this again. And the crazy part about it is, I would have never thought that this person, you know, it was, I never would have thought that they wanted to do that with me. Or I guess she found me attractive or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It was shocking, because although I had just met her, I never got that from her. I mean, it was just like, it was just weird, because it was just like, huh? Like, you know. And so in my mind, I'm like this. If the inside of my brain was visual, it would show your face like this. Here we go again. Like, literally. And because, again, like I said, I was a people pleaser, I just let her. And so she began to fondle my breast. And then she asked me, had I done that myself? That's what it was. Had I ever touched myself before down there? And I was like, nah. And then she was like, oh, you should, because it feels good or something like that. And I was like, okay. And I think she asked me if she could. And, you know, again, I'm just like, okay, you know, if you want to, you know, really wanting to say no, like let me get out of here, but that people pleasing, right? And so she did. Now here's the the tricky part, because remember how I said on what video was it? If you've watched it already, I said how oh, it was the gymnastics video. Thank you, Holy Spirit. How when she began to rub the lotion on me in a sexual manner, I didn't understand why my body was getting this certain type of sensation. You know what I'm saying? At 8 years old, it's certain type of, you know, and it felt good. I knew it was like in the back of my mind, I knew it was wrong, but it felt good. You know what I'm saying? So this is the same thing that happened. And so when she began to put her fingers down there, that happened again. The sensation came back again, and I was like, you know, wow, this actually felt good. But then I couldn't do it no more. My good angel, bad angel. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them situations like, this ain't right, but it feel good. This ain't right, but it feel good. But I made myself jump up, and I ran out of the closet, and I just jumped up and opened the door. And then she kind of had this look on her face like, where you going now? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back in here with the others and watch. And the look on her face, y'all, the look on her face looked so just disappointed. You know what I'm saying? It was like just really disappointed, like she knew that it was gonna go a certain way, or she assumed that this was gonna go a certain way, and it ain't the way that she wanted it to go. And so when we went back out in the living room with everybody else, the funny thing is nobody asked me where I was. Nobody asked. I went out first, of course, and then she came out later. And then you know how you feel somebody like with a grimace. You could feel somebody like staring at you, right? And that's how it was. I ain't want to look, but I did glance one time. And man, I tell you, man, ooh, looks could kill. It's like her whole everything changed about her. It's like when we was in there in the closet, she was like this soft, gentle, sweet, you know what I'm saying? Had this soft, gentle, sweet persona. But when I said no, it was a whole different person. It's just like how the enemy, thank you, Holy Spirit. It's just like how the enemy does. He be nice and sweet to you, or you think he your friend. You think he your friend. And so he'll whisper stuff in your ear. Oh, this, you can do that. It's okay. You won't get in trouble for that. Go this place. You ain't gonna get in trouble. He'll talk to you like he a friend. But as soon as you rebuke him, or as soon as you don't do what he wants you to do, then he mad. You know what I'm saying? Then he try to attack you, or he try to, in a lot of cases, try to kill you or murder you in some way, shape, or form. But so it was like that, and her face was just so mad, and she gave me the hardest time for those next few years. And I literally just realized, let me tell y'all something. I'm learning more and more why the Lord wants me to share, because it's not just for, okay, get your popcorn, girl, let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's not just for that, because if it was that case, I wouldn't have wrote a book or shared it, because who wants to voluntarily tell their personal business, especially in detailed form that I'm sharing. But I just had another revelation again as I'm talking to y'all, and this happened when I was writing too. The writing is healing. It's healing, right? And as I'm talking to y'all, it's healing and it's revelation too. Because as I was sharing that just now, the Holy Spirit dropped in my mind, reminded me that the reason why she gave me such a hard time those next few years, it was all due to that moment. And I really literally just realized that. Just a few seconds ago, the Holy Spirit just told me that a few minutes ago as I'm talking to y'all, that is why she gave me such a hard time, because I always wondered why she just acted like she couldn't stand me. And to this day, actually, I was friends with her on social media, but she wasn't communicating and stuff like that, but was lurking. And so I had to unfriend this person, because I was just like, yeah, you not about to be a monitoring spirit. Okay, that's what we not going to do. But yep, he just told me that. So that's why God, listen, when God gives you some instructions to share your story, if you are one of those people that have stories to tell and you don't want to tell it, but you've been kind of getting like an urge to share, or if the Lord himself has told you to share, please be obedient, because you never know who can relate to your story, because people receive when they can relate. The Lord gave me that, not me. I didn't make that up. The Lord gave me that. And also it's healing. It's healing. It's healing. I just got healed all over again when the Lord just told me that is why that person gave me such a hard time. That was another healing for me. You see what I'm saying? So it's just important to share. If God tells you to share, share. Now, if some things he won't tell you to share, he'll tell you, don't share that. You know what I mean? But I'm realizing now more and more why it's important for me to share my story. So that is it for that one. That was a quick one. Yeah, in the closet with Kendall. And wow, that is why she gave me such a hard time for all those years, because I told her no. And that is why the enemy will give you hard time for so many years, because you keep telling him no, he gonna keep making life harder and harder for you. But on the plus side of it, you win if you have Christ. You understand what I'm saying? If you have Christ, if you on the winning side, so you ain't got to worry about him attacking you. Rebuke him and keep it moving, period. Okay? All right, guys, that is the end of this story. I hope you enjoy. If you can relate, please drop a comment and let me know that you can relate. Remember the book for, I'm sorry, the link for Cage Girl, whether it's ebook or paperback, both links are in the link. Both of those links are in that link in the description box. Okay. Remember, people receive when they can relate. Again, thank you so much for my new subscribers. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.